altruistic demand for a forensic audit. This forensic audit is not just about the register. When you have fixed the register, and I will demonstrate to you how, as a result of our revelations, some aftermath fixing is providing a semblance of we are fixing it. When you fix it, and we all look at the hard copies, and we are all giving the PVR.
All right, obusia mami mo bibi akwa ba Mbra Mega TV and platform ESO NDC, sorry, Director of Elections, any IT, Yura Omane Boamah, Asheki EC in the office, and I say the IPAC meeting no mukupim no interparty, political what you say meeting aya de bi omukono. So we now back NDC for a boycott IPAC for about a year. But I think that was last 2 months, and I stand to be corrected, and I'll resume IPAC because of election no inti. Nani na ejina Mensah ni strategy anyhow or person regi election any oko IPAC meeting na how dictator she is. What I say? Ultimately, oma nkofon masem even everything demonstrate say omuko meeting na sometimes aya independent candidate no kra no mo kasa mo say kwenya no omo catch muzi masa ma political parties and deal with their problems first, but now there is there is something any fair what you say, because after all the independent candidate ni no be president ono na obi choose electoral commission what you say intino ana commissioner intino untimi enye de o ankasa ope abusia na Omane Boamah egi microphone na o chechire the reasons why into NDC forensic audit must come on no na chese asem no abo isi pusa ono ankasa omuhwe nsema owura no egina honoma na o chechire mu. In fact it make a lot of sense and it make a lot of points. I was the electoral commission egina so na omo ema NDC omo forensic audit in order to free up their minds from any rigging of election and as any more practices in the upcoming election. No? And the director of elections Edema MDC temu say director of elections Edema MPPA Nimwako Dr. Nimwako what I say Nimwako. But NDC di Omane Boamah wan twama yisi na yenko ti nsema owura no editu edwabra so microphone any some other political party binim so no so mo request what you say omo epe afi isi no isi way she is the most bogus isi we Ghana had in this what you say history, political history. Anyway, Yankopon Yokese, Yankopon Shira, so be subscribe na be like you body na share na for any biare. Yanko na inkuti the electoral commission, electoral commission office. How omuko IPAC Omane Boamah ni abra o cheche nsemu edichere isi no yankuti nsem bi famra.
For elections and NDC. I think that the ground rule must be modified. Obviously, no other political party was seen during the PowerPoint presentation being responded to. So it is obvious we have done a good job, and that is why today you are all here to help deepen our democracy. This said, very obviously, 1 to 4 minutes for all other political parties will certainly not be enough for the NDC. Thank you. When your roof is leaking, you can decide to mop, keep mopping, and keep mopping. or you can decide to fix the leakage and mop. What we see here is mopping and mopping and mopping. Fixing the leakage is missing. And this is at the heart of our altruistic demand for a forensic audit. This forensic audit is not just about the register. When you have fixed the register, and I will demonstrate to you how, as a result of our revelations, some aftermath fixing is providing a semblance of we are fixing it. When you fix it, and we all look at the hard copies, and we are all given the PVR, the soft copies. In November, if the very criminals that got us here are still there, engaged in illegal transfers, we will come back to square one. And that time, it will be too close to the December 7 elections. This is why we are saying we need to adopt a dichotomous approach. Look at the register, fix the issues in there, and also audit the very IT systems that allowed these anomalies to occur. We have heard, and Madam Chair spoke about the fact that we certainly do not require external assistance. I've also heard some EC officials question the legality. We have CI 91 as amended by CI 126. We also have CI 127. Okay? A suggestion is being made that on December 7, we are likely to see missing voters list at the polling stations. Is that not the case? Is that not what we've been told here? About 1,551 voters are likely to be captured on a list that will be called missing voters list. Is that not it? I'm here to identify which of these laws has missing voters list. But you see, it's a reasonable remedy for the problem that we are dealing with. And so when you have to go beyond these in a way that it will not hurt but help our democratic process, you need to give it greater consideration. I come also to the point of adjudication, and we saw some very huge figures in the presentation. Are these figures emanating from the very adjudication meetings that NDC participated in? Because to the best of our knowledge, the meetings that we participated in, we did not treat these figures in tens of thousands, about 20-something thousand. So once again, it will be important for a forensic audit to identify where these over 20,000 figures are coming from. Because the report that we have does not support that. We come to the issue of Proxy. We are being told Proxy, 2,167. Great. But we also know people successfully filed for Proxy without going through biometrics. As we speak, which of these 2,167 people went through biometrics and which of them did not go through biometrics? It is going to take maybe a follow-up. I question EC may tell us maybe 1,000, maybe 900. How do we verify that? This is a matter that we have raised at IPAC before. For those of you who were at IPAC, this Proxy and some people not going through biometrics. We've raised it at IPAC before. Again, we come to the issue of Pusiga. Just like COVID-19, when some people were trying to call it a certain country's disease, perhaps we should not be calling those criminal transfers Pusiga transfers. And it will take a forensic audit of the EC's IT system to know where those transfers took place. And because I do not have the answers on this Pusiga matter, I want to ask some few questions. One, the login credentials given to your district directors, the passwords, can they modify it so that it will become unique to them? Example, if you are given a bank card, your bank will give you an initial password, and because they don't want anybody to have access to your password, will give you the opportunity for you to change that password of your bank card. In the case that we are dealing with, the district officers, the passwords that they are giving or the login credentials that they are giving, are they said that other people can have access to them? And so when you have said criminal transfers taking place, the only way out is to check the digital footprints of such transfers instead of just looking at the geographic location where the transfers ended and say that that is where it took place, so that officer or officers are the people who are culpable. If others can have access to those login credentials, then it is important that a forensic audit establishes exactly the footprints of where these transfers took place. Still on Pusiga, are we being told here that 4 years ago, 2020, there wasn't technology across the globe to be checking biometrics with the face? Is that what we are being told by the Electoral Commission? Is that what we spend the taxpayers' money on in the year 2020? Contrary to all the advocacy by Imani, Ghana, and the rest. Is that what we are being told? That this liveliness test could only be activated after the revelation of Pusiga, and there is evidence that it was only activated during the exhibition process. The Director for Electoral Services eloquently captured this on the TV3 program one Saturday morning. I have the video clip.
Doc, please, right, can you round up? Because you've gone beyond the 4 minutes that we gave you. Can you pause so that maybe we go to another set of questions, rounds?
Again, I've heard the word assurance, reassure many times. When assurance is given, the assurance is treated with value judgment, and that value judgment is hinged on reliability and credibility. We have had palpable experience on different occasions with the Electoral Commission that obviously demonstrate that we must rebuild that trust in order for us to accept assurances. And the evidence is obvious. Basic arithmetic errors during limited voter registration exercise. Basic. And here we are talking about auditing IT system. These same IT people were those who were using Cora Draw to be working arithmetic. We also experienced 2020 declaration of the presidential results. Declared, corrected again. Assurance is built on trust. That trust is broken. Again, we've all been to the corporate office and the headquarters of the Electoral Commission before. We see the police and the military protection, even for officers. How BVR laptops could be stolen under CCTV surveillance, military and police protection damages our trust. We are also dealing with the number of times that we were expecting the PVR to be released to us. A letter written, and we were glad to have received it from the Electoral Commission in July, all the way through July, up to August. Zilch. August 14, nothing happens. August 16, nada. Until 19th of August. Those series of assurances, expectations that were broken, hurt and damage our trust. So when the assurances are given, we treat the assurances with value judgment that is emanating from these trust issues that have been broken. We are here looking at the evidence that we presented, and we are glad that the EC has accepted 3 out of 5. And where they don't even accept, they try to explain. And that is one of the reasons it is not strategic to provide the Electoral Commission with a full gamut of what we have. And I will explain. And Esofori, the day at the EC corporate office, why were we not told that Esofori had effected a transfer and all the details that we are being given? It is possible all these are true. I do not doubt them. Hear me clearly. It is possible. But you see, when you provide political parties with the provisional voters register, you expect our analysis to be based on the data that we have been given. You do not expect our analysis to be based on any extraneous material. If there are researchers here, they must understand exactly what I'm saying. So, the PVR that we were provided with, if you analyze them, would you have arrived at the same conclusion? The answer is yes. So even there, as you try to rationalize after having the information, what you forget is that you are assembling what you did not provide political parties with to rationalize. This is why, because of the coefficient of bias, which is very, very high in this case, there is the need for a forensic audit of not just the register, which is being fixed. Why not? And I commend the EC. The EC says that after they have fixed all, and I thought per the submissions of the EC on air, we have heard several times, they had already corrected all the things. Go online. You find that the NDC issues have been fixed. But we do admit, we don't want to be linguistic purists. We do admit that maybe it was an exaggeration. As they fix them, they have promised to provide the updated version. We came here with a hard drive. If the hard drive, if the updated version is already, why not? We will pick it and still analyze, take it through the very analysis that we did. But that is only about the register. That is only about mopping the floor. It doesn't fix the leakage. That is why our demand is in two folds. Forensic audit of the register and forensic audit of the IT system of the Electoral Commission. Yaira has a very simple question for Dr. Yawufurieji. Then we end our case for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doc. And thank you, Madam Chair. First, Dr. Ofori, you made mention about the ABIS, that is Automated Biometric Identification System. Initially here, you said that it is only when it detects double registration that it moves to adjudication, if I'm correct. Unfortunately, you came back to say that now all ABIS moves adjudication, all double registration moves to adjudication. So I think that is the correct one that you just said lately. Now, in terms of the transfers, when you talk about the liveliness detection, from what you said, it was detected during the the exhibition exercise when we alerted it about based on the procedural issues. Now, the question that I want to ask is, what measures did you take as a commission to correct all this? I heard you saying that all those who did facial transfers have been reversed. What if somebody did a legitimate transfer? And on what algorithm did you use to effect those reversal? Now, the other thing that I want to ask has to do with you said there was a network issues in generating the register, and that caused some of the data to be corrupt. Now, the question is, do you generate your data from your central database system or from the district? Because what I know is that your liveliness system, in terms of the online registration, when you click on it, it hits your central system to detect whether somebody is doing multiple registration or not. Now, as you stated clearly, in data migration or transfer, there is no way a data can be altered. The likelihood of what will happen is a missing of data. Now, we have a situation whereby a voter's ID number is being given to a different person. If you have your system here, I think that one I can give it to you for us to check correctly. Then there's another way where the data is being given to, when you search, the person's data is not in at all. You have to just go through by searching using the person's name. So those are the few questions I'll ask now. Once you ask, there will be a follow-up questions on those things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Last part.
No, please. We've given you more than 9 minutes.
No,
so please, can we go to another? Come back.
Okay.
So please. Thank you very much. Boom.
So we and Sama Omane Boamah, Director of Elections. Edima NDC amanyukuni so ediatu ibya. Intina chese forensic audit no also muyo. You can't confront here. Also muye cause to clear any doubt no, the forensic audit must come into existence. To clear any notion of EC been working with the government, the forensic audit must come into existence. Me de bia medwen ho amentiase se EC no kra no eden ne ha no se person be forensic audit no. Because I quite remember say after John Brown electoral commissioner 2012 on baby. This man Brown NDC MPP for they requested for it, and because of so no he knows clearly the idea we the cause of me my December election. I am ready to organize free and fair election. He opened his doors for the political parties, especially MPP. But this time around, EC is telling Ghanaians say he is not ready or she is not ready to allow any third party system to what? Audit their system. Any third party to audit their system. Which means what they are DC. Me mega meti we wa ohwe mi sebie busi bie nyado na okase mabokro no mikita bag na mi obibi gum na me okache mi se ade egum no oniema na egum a nti mabokro no na me ka se no mi nyan bokro no still na mi insist a ede na wase me I have to open the mikita the bag na mikita I have to open it na wo na hu wi na ka se o sa mega crowd ni okitani anya media ehonum na wo na mwa be nze o akwakro nya kromfo wi kra ma ferio wi kra ye den na me kokan se akwa obebu mi se wo enti easy no ta o se wo nya de boni bia it is very 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 serious and very sensitive and very urgent so be ama MPP NDC for ayom audits after some be any mistake and I say any attempt to rig the election for the MPP biano omuhu sa adini wia then they will come into conclusion say oh sa a mistake keke ena eba isi ni hono ma pusiga enkofo din ekodi baby any other constituencies din ekodi baby enye deliberate attempt and I say enye deliberate idea was na isi ni washeda so obeye enti abasa na clear ni doubt it didn't ya isi no untna se na wondwene sa ade wi na wubiem emfa mo no munye na bibi enti nkoso. This is a logical and aji obia onye na dwen se we die mesisi omo iti memti ase mo munye se manti ase mo wa nhwe me bag ma which means I have something eyodia and I've decided not to let you know. That is the only meaning of what EC is doing. Aji se why wadwen so bokro no aji se why wadwen so be bibi ama NDC for no omaiden lose election by all means. Sentisa, then I am asking and I'm urging the EC to do the right thing right now. The electoral commissioner, Jemensa, any man, Jemensa, any your papa boss man, sorry. Masa, this is a dear enyanye, the yanka say binyansi do da. It has happened. And this is not the first time it ever happened. This is not the first time electoral commissioner, third party, about the tail machine. This is not the first time. Intimate na say MOB na down kase yemma kwama third party MA audit system as in what? And I know say Kufado ne techi. Yes, we know, boldly know say Kufado and Amasa order say they shouldn't allow them to what? They shouldn't allow them to do their audits and just as a beba. And if you do that, then you are calling on what? War. Na wankasa wo frefre ntokwa Ghana enye sa yenya ade sa sebi sa wo yesa na wo pe ntokwa edi ama Ghana na wo pese Ghana no embo because people are ready to defend their votes. People are ready to let their vote count. Intikro mu NPP for 2016 I'm organizing let my vote count. Samia uku sa kwa no onna no die ni mo the time they threatened to to even ban Ghana, set Ghana ablaze. Say easy na nye also muya. They threatened, go and check. It is all the media platforms, all social media handles. Go and check. Let my vote count in 2016. Go and check. These people were doing a whole lot of things. Peace free. Hifa ebetne street is okay no frata Kufado no mudi no ka kwan so because they are demonstrating against the sitting president. And they be amika obi anke ni kwan sin ko usru demonstration Kufado because you Kufado no in 1995 ye can Ghana political history ye can what do you call it ye can say crap demonstration ye can history Okufado history. You have a history about demonstration. You organized 100,000s of people in 1995, right after say Jerry John Rawlings, not here in 1995. Yet 1992, a man betting you organize 100,000s of people on the streets of the entire home in Jubilee Flaster House. And Kufa is only Nyansa by on Becca Honor Jubilee House. You see, we pan. Entino a very dicey. Mami Mensah. This is not something that has not happened before. Ibiesi pen and I didn't see dano. Emanisi attest in the reference. Emanisi. There is nothing like impossibility. Adibia possible. Adibia possible. Bibia possible. It was a so. Unless I will make you say woman possible. But if you make your mind to let it be possible, of course it is going to be possible. And easy. You people should do the right thing. You people must do the right thing. Ghana no back up anywhere. You need Ghana be baby. The neighboring countries in Namoka French and they have all fought when it comes to say Ntokwa SC baby, and majority of their reasons were what? Election resource. Cote d'Ivoire omukun ya nyankopon ko ankaman ne kura nya sheka alasa kwatala eni Lauren Babu semokai ache na me nyi mu sa de bat me kai amankofo dwane ye ohwe video bi ti ati chese na no hye enti Ghana mama yen think about all those things say nka ebanto kwa nka ebeko me mani nka se se nka yen to kwa nka ebeko yes remo asumbi na yepe. Let the right thing be done. The Electoral Commission, let the right thing be done, because the cup of peace. Nakopon shira me mami ji eye mami eye omukani saying mami Gladys Cheba for ewo United States New York mami yankopon yokese mami roye bi ewo UK yankopon shira me mami obi bia hwe mega TV no yankopon shira papa. About 90% of the viewers in the subscribe according to your info analytics and HSA. Mufia DBA and some subscribe Mr. Me Adoroma Ura Mami Papa Sister Brother subscribe na beka ye ho na bibia intimi enkoso wano this year na boy intimi nya the 10,000 subscribers na ye hwehwe. We know say with your support no bitimi enya what you say Nyankopon enhira mu bia enti mamemfa wonsi ye besen ehia makra bye bye.